Having quickly spent its first $1 billion, the fate of the government's Cash-for-Clunkers program is now in the hands of the Senate. Lawmakers from both the right and the left have expressed some reservations about the program. For the Obama administration's perspective, we are joined now by Transportation Secretary LaHood. Mr. Secretary, welcome to Bloomberg News.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
Secretary LaHood, what's the administration doing to ensure that the Senate approves the additional $2 billion for the Cash-for-Clunkers program?
We have our people on Capitol Hill on the Senate side this afternoon meeting with some Senate staff. Myself, Secretary of Energy Stephen Chu, and EPA Administrator Lisa Jackson have sent a letter to every senator asking them to look very carefully, pointing out how wildly successful this program has been, giving the statistics on the number of automobiles that have been sold and what it has really done to be a lifeline for the automobile industry, the American worker, what it's done on the energy front in terms of the fact that 80% of the vehicles coming into car dealerships are trucks and SUVs, which are gas guzzlers, and we believe there's a 60% increase in fuel efficiency by the number of vehicles that are being purchased. And so this is a win-win, and that's what we've put out to every senator, and our staff will be meeting, and I'll be on the phone with senators very soon to talk to them about whatever they think is important for me to be telling them.
Mr. Secretary, I noticed the importance of you mentioning that Energy and EPA are involved in this effort. As you know, Senators Feinstein and I believe Olympia Snowe of Maine are saying that they might not be able to support this because they want to make sure that there are safeguards in place regarding energy conservation and the like. Is that why you've dispatched Energy and EPA to the Hill to help in this effort?
Well, there was some concern expressed in the House about where we found the $2 billion, and it came out of stimulus money that was to be used out of the energy bill, and we want to make sure that if the bill, as it's considered in the Senate, that senators realize that the money is coming out of the energy stimulus, and we intend to put it back in there at some point, but it's being used for a good cause, and that is the idea that people are buying more fuel-efficient automobiles, which fits into what the Energy and EPA are trying to do, and that they're trading in vehicles that get very, very bad gas mileage. And so the use of this energy money fits in with what people are really purchasing.
Mr. Secretary, if the Senate doesn't approve this, is there an alternate source for the money to keep the program going?
Well, look, we're very optimistic after the House passed this bill with well over 300 votes and a debate that was very civil and very bipartisan. And then the fact that we've got very good, we have the statistics on our side. This program is working. It's doing what Congress intended for it to do, and we're going to work very hard with the Senate so that they'll pass a similar bill in the Senate this week.
Mr. Secretary, as you know, I'm sure part of the criticism is how can the trust fund be out of money when you just passed the stimulus bill?
Well, because people are driving less and people are driving more fuel-efficient cars. And that's the reason we had to go back to Congress and ask them for some additional money. It's because the trust fund is deficient because, as I said, people are driving more fuel-efficient cars and they're driving less, i.e. less money going into the Highway Trust Fund.
Mr. Secretary, today we saw Ford sales increase for the first time since 2007. If the Clunkers program is taken away, how badly would you expect Ford sales to dip?
Well, Ford actually, when they announced that they have had an increase in their sales, an increase better than they've had for 2 years, they gave the credit to this program that we're talking about. They gave the credit to the CARS program. They gave the credit to the opportunity for people to come in and buy more fuel-efficient cars.
Right.
We believe the Senate will take that information into account and pass this $2 billion this week.
What's going to be the real environmental impact of the program?
Taking a lot of CO2 out of the air, cleaning up the air, and having people drive more fuel-efficient automobiles.
We have word, a lot of dealers are saying that the program has way too much red tape. They keep finding new forms. They can't file claims fast enough. Is the administration planning on improving the filing process?
Well, we were in Delaware yesterday where the process is, the processors are the people that are receiving all of this information, and they're the folks that Citigroup that has the contract to do this are adding some additional people, and we hope to expedite the process and speed up the process for dealers to get these deals in the pipeline.
And Mr. Secretary, in about 20 seconds, you've added some people as well. You're doubling up. Is that correct?
Well, the people in our department are the people that have been here and are working 24/7 to make sure that this works. The people that have added additional are our contract, Citigroup and Oracle, which we have contracts with to help us with this.
The Secretary of the Department of Transportation, LaHood, joining us from his headquarters in Washington. Mr. Secretary, thanks.